Viewer discretion is advised. The following may not be for the faint of heart.
It's just a horrible situation, especially for the children involved in this case. That's their grandparents and their relatives that they're dealing with this here.
In Hong Kong, the discovery of human remains and butcher's tools in a village flat has led to the identification of a new haunted home. The remains were found in the flat, and it is suspected that this was where Abby Choi's body was dismembered for disposal. The shocking discovery of the gruesome murder and the subsequent discovery of Abby's remains have sent shockwaves across the city, prompting widespread speculation and intense media coverage. It is reported that weeks before the 28-year-old socialite and Instagram star was reported missing, a meticulous plot was already in motion to make her disappear. In this video, we will explore the case and examine how the grisly details of the crime has captured the public's attention. Abby Choi was a 28-year-old socialite and Instagram model who described herself as always absorbing inspiration and trying new styles, fond of mixing and combining different looks. She was a well-known figure in Hong Kong's high society, known for her beauty, fashion sense, and lavish lifestyle. She was married to Alex Kwong in 2012 when she was only 18 years old, and they had 2 sons together. The couple divorced sometime before 2016, and Abby went on to start a relationship with Tam Chuk Kwan, who described Abby as a kind-hearted and good person who always wanted to help others. However, she maintained close ties to the Kwongs, and the family remained involved in her life. Police say that she bought a luxury apartment for the family and the 2 children in Hong Kong's exclusive Kadoorie Hill neighborhood. Despite her success and high social status, Abby was not immune to the challenges and dangers that many people face in their personal lives, including domestic violence, dispute over property ownership, and financial struggles. According to reports, on the 21st of February, Anthony Kwong drove to Abby's apartment complex in a 7-seater vehicle to pick her up and take her to collect one of her children. While they were on their way to the Lion Rock Tunnel, which runs through the mountains north of downtown Hong Kong, Alex Kwong, Abby's ex-husband, reportedly boarded the vehicle. What transpired next is unclear, but Abby was reported missing later that day when she failed to pick up her child. The day Abby went missing, she was seen wearing white attire and carrying a purple handbag. When officers contacted the Kwongs for information, they allegedly provided false or misleading statements, causing investigators to spend time verifying their claims through surveillance camera footage. It wasn't until the 24th of February that police were able to raid the house in Lung Mei Suen, having analyzed and cross-checked the Kwong statements. The Kwong family, including 28-year-old Alex, his older brother 31-year-old Anthony, and his parents 65-year-old Kao and 63-year-old Jenny Lee, were arrested and charged with Abby's murder. Officials claim that starting in early February, the trio rented an apartment in the picturesque coastal village in Lung Mei Suen and turned it into a splatter-proof body disposal workshop, where parts of Abby's corpse were later found concealed in pots of soup. Police Superintendent Alan Chung Ngalen stated at a press conference, the flat was arranged meticulously by cold-blooded killers.
About the head, okay, it's a skull, actually. It's no skin or any meat on it. So basically it's a skull with hair, okay. And as I said, unfortunately, there's a hole on the right side rear on the skull. We will do a thorough search again to find the torso and other parts of the missing body.
The grisly details of the case had become widely discussed across the world. The investigation has been ongoing, and officials have been working tirelessly to uncover the full extent of the conspiracy and to bring all of those responsible to justice, having already arrested 7 individuals as accessories in Abby's murder. Kao Kwong, a former Hong Kong police sergeant who was allegedly forced to retire from the force due to sexual assault charges, was the mastermind behind the plot against his former daughter-in-law. Police suspect that Abby's plan to sell the exclusive property she purchased for the Kwong family, worth tens of millions of Hong Kong dollars, was the trigger for the dispute between her and the family. However, her plan was met with a fierce resistance from Kao. Kao then used his rented ground floor flat in Lung Mei Suen as a butcher shop where he dismembered Abby's body and stored her remains. Kao's motive for committing the crime is believed to be his desire to maintain control over the property and prevent it from being sold. Additionally, Alex Kwong and his brother were identified as suspects in the case, accused of assisting Kao in carrying out the crime and concealing the evidence. Investigators have been scouring a cemetery that the brothers were seen visiting shortly after Abby went missing, hoping to find any possible leads that could help in the case. In addition to the Kwong brothers, Kao's girlfriend of 6 months was also implicated in the crime. accused of helping him rent the ground floor flat in the village house, as well as a luxury flat in central Hong Kong. The luxury flat was later used as a hiding location for Alex during his manhunt, before he was ultimately captured, allegedly trying to escape on a speedboat. At the time of his arrest, Alex was found in the possession of $500,000 in cash and several luxury watches worth a total of roughly $4 million. The evidence suggests that the murder was premeditated, and the brutality of the crime has shocked and horrified the local community. The village flat rented by Kao was a gruesome scene. The flat contained almost none of the ordinary furnishings of a lived-in home, with both bedrooms empty. Instead, police discovered a macabre butcher shop equipped with a meat grinder, an electric saw, 2 types of chopper, a hammer, face shields, and black raincoats, plus Abby's purple handbag. In the refrigerator were 2 dismembered human legs, as well as 2 pots full of soup containing carrots, green radishes, and minced meat that investigators suspected to be human remains. After a thorough analysis of the soup found in the flat, investigators discovered not only human remains but also a skull and ribs. The skull bore a large hole at the back, which investigators believe was the fatal blow that killed Abby. This finding further solidified their suspicion that Abby was attacked and murdered inside the 7-seater vehicle, as blood spatter was found within the car during the forensics investigation. Yet Abby's torso and hands are still missing. All 4 defendants made their first appearance in court, facing charges of murder. Reportedly, they have not entered a plea and were denied bail. In addition, Alex's mother, Lee, was charged with perverting the course of justice, accused of destroying evidence. Their next hearing is scheduled for the 8th of May at Kowloon City Court. One of Abby's friends told Associated Press, "I haven't imagined that a person who's so good, so full of love, so innocent, a person who doesn't do anything bad, will be killed like this." Ultimately, the murder of Abby Choi was a horrific and senseless act that serves as a somber warning of the dangers of greed, anger, and violence. I'd like to thank those who have been liking, subscribing, and sharing our videos, as we highly appreciate you guys supporting the channel. Thank you, and I hope you have a safe day.